the three most important cosmic cycles, the three suns your planet, my daughter Earth, your mother, rotates around, and a great solar flash. How does all of this come together in your universe creation? You will agree your planet rotates around its own center, its own axis, once, and you call this rotation one day. And while this is occurring, your planet also walks around the sun, and you call one of these laps around the sun, you call it a year. So time is nothing but another form of distance. And when you look at non-physical reality, neither time nor distance exist. Imagine being anywhere, any place, using a simple thought. Imagine flowing, floating like a leaf on a river or in the ocean, not having to be anywhere, but just experiencing existence, the endlessness of being, forever, eternally, never ending. No death, no birth, just the flow of being. This is who you are. But right now, you extend, you experience, you enjoy, you expand into physical existence, visible light, having an experience where time and distance seem to be part of your being, of experiencing existence right now in physical reality. How does this illusion affect your being, your experience here on Earth? It seems like your planet walks around the sun, you call it a year, spins around itself, you call it one day. And we'll use this as our constant to explain the three suns you spin around, the three cycles, the three cosmic cycles, and the great solar flash. While your planet is walking around the sun, spinning around itself, 1 year and 1 day, the sun, your solar sun, also spins around its own center or axis once. And this happens every 2,160 years. And you call this an age. And you have 12 ages. You just entered the golden age of Aquarius. So exactly like your planet, my daughter Earth, your mother, spins around her own axis, so too does your solar sun. And a little useless fucking parasite that enslaved your planet would like you to believe this is where it all ends. You live on a flat piece of paper Earth. It's only 5,000 years old, and there's nothing else. Just this one little flat planet. And this is not so. When you walk into the house of a painter, a storyteller, or a singer, you will find many doodles and scribbles lying around. This is not their first attempt at creating a masterpiece. And so too when you walk into the house of creation. You'll see many, many other planets lying around all over the place. In this performance, this dance, of creation, of endlessness, of being, of the isness, the allness, the formlessness, our divine mother of all things, the creatrix, the creator. These are all just words. When you walk into the house of creation, you will find, just like the storyteller, the painter and the singer, that doodles and scribbles of planets and life and creation is lying around all over the place, creating these masterpieces. In your universe, there's 100 trillion galaxies. Nothing gets wasted, nothing gets copied. And in every one of these galaxies, life exists. And right now, 150 billion other beings in physical existence, having an experience, are here right now to love you, guide you, assist you, and protect you, while we take Earth away from the old and birth into the new. And when the dust settles, you will find yourself in heaven once more, free. Truth and justice returns with abundance, dignity, integrity, honor, self-respect. Return to your planet. None and no more of these lies, corruption, hate, ignorance, arrogance, selfishness, greed, fear, suffering, and all the diseases of darkness that's been plaguing your planet. You unknowingly living in a prison, enslaved by a little useless fucking parasite that picked up a leaf. Look at my leaf. I created the tree. And this is not so. This is now the end of this little useless fucking parasite. Its pedophile puppets, presidents, priests, politicians, and princes. Parasites that enslaved you, robbed you from your freedom, your abundance, your dignity, your self-respect, and everything that makes this heaven on earth. This now all ends. But why is this so? As I explained before, your planet rotates around 3 suns. Let's talk about these 3 suns. We agree your planet walks around the sun once. You call this a year. Your sun, exactly like your planet that spins around its own axis, your sun spins around its axis once every 2,160 years. And this is called an age. Now this is where the story continues. Unlike the lies you've been told that there's nothing else in existence. Right now, in the mornings and the evenings, your sun sets and your sunrise, you'll notice 2 bundles of light appearing. Before your sunrise, you'll notice a golden, bright yellow glow appearing in the sky. Then a calm. And then the second bundle of light will appear. And this is the rise of your sun. But the first bundle being the galactic sun, your second sun, that rises now on planet Earth and sets as well on planet Earth. With your sunsets, you will notice a first bundle of light, beautiful orange, red, and golden light, will appear at your sunset before the second bundle of light appears. And this will be your sun setting after the galactic sun. You can already see 2 of the 3 suns now in your skylines because of the 3 cosmic cycles that's aligning, coming together once again after 25,920 years. Therefore, Your first cycle you call an age. This is your solar sun rotating around its own axis, and it takes 2,160 years. And now, as explained, your second sun, the galactic sun in the center of your galaxy, also, like your planet and your solar sun, rotates around its own axis once. And this cycle takes 5,184 years. Or like the Mayans predicted, more or less 5,125 years. This is your second cycle that affects everything that happens in your solar system. The galactic sun rotating around its own axis once, taking 5,184 years. And like your sun with its 12 ages, your galactic sun has 5 eras. 5,184 years times 5, giving you 25,920 years. And your sun with its 12 cycles, 2,160 years, which you call an age, times 12 also gives you 25,920 years. So you'll notice your first cycle, your sun rotating around itself, an age, 2,160 years. And your second cycle, your galactic sun, rotating around itself, taking 5,184 years. Both of these cycles, when you multiply your sun's cycle with 12, and you multiply your galactic sun's cycle with 5, both of them line up and equal 25,920 years, which brings us to your third cycle that affects your solar system. And this is the great central sun in the center of this universe. And this is where I am from. I am source. I am light. I am Ra. I am Osiris. I am from the kingdom of light, the great central race, 12D reality. Many of you are my brothers and my sisters. Some still asleep, not remembering who you are. But we are here to assist all life on this planet, all divine life, while we go from the old into the new. Because of all these cycles now lining up. So you have your sun, your solar sun, 2,160 as it spins around its own axis. You have your galactic sun, 5,184 years, an era, as it spins around its own axis. Both of these cycles lining up with your last cycle, the third cycle, the great central sun, which also spins around its own axis, and this takes 25,920 years. And this is called a great year, your third cycle. So to bring everything together, your planet rotates around its own axis once, called a day. Walks around the sun once, is called a year. Your sun rotates around its own axis once, 2,160 years. It's your first cycle. Your galactic sun in the center of your galaxy rotates around its own axis once. It's called an era. It's 5,184 years. Brings us to the third cycle, 25,920 years. It takes the great central sun to rotate around its own axis to complete a great central year. And this third cycle is what has just completed and started again on 22 hour, minute 22, seconds 22, day 22, month 2, year 2022. And you'll notice, as the minds predicted, 21 day, month 12, year 2012, an era ended. This is the cycle of your galactic sun, 5,184 years. This happened 21 December 2012. And only 8 years later, your first cycle also ended as you entered the age of Aquarius. So your sun also completed its cycle 2,160 years. This happened 21 December 2020. And only a few months later, your third cycle also now ends and begins anew. 25,920 years. And these are very, very special times, as this means these cycles are lining up. 3 suns, your solar sun, your galactic sun, your great central sun. And this is where I'm from, the great central race of the kingdom of light, 12D reality. As already mentioned to you, in the mornings, a bundle of light will appear in the sky, bright gold, yellow and red. This is your galactic sun, now appearing on Earth. Moments later, your sun will rise, a normal, beautiful sunrise from your solar sun. But now a third bundle of light will appear in your skylines, before the bright yellow, gold and red from the galactic sun, as your great central sun now also lines up with your galactic sun and your solar sun. And this alignment, these are very special times. As these planets align, as all these energies come together, will create the great moment that will free all divine life on this planet once and for all from the darkness, the little useless fucking parasite, its pedophile puppets, presidents, priests, politicians and princes, with their ego spurts and their act spurts and their science and their science and their wisdom and their knowledge and their democracy and all these pretty words and illusions of freedom that's been shoved down your throat. While the truth is, you've been imprisoned. In the last few years, this prison has now been shown to you as the truth more and more comes out to reveal to you this invisible prison you've been imprisoned in. But this now all ends as your 3 cosmic cycles now align. Your solar sun that ended its cycle 21/12/2020, your galactic sun that ended its cycle 21/12/2012, and now your third cycle, cosmic cycle, the great central sun, ending its cycle 25,920 years, lines up these 3 suns to create the great moment, the great solar flash, where only divine life will survive, and the parasite, the useless little fucking parasite, its pedophile puppets, and its human parrot slaves, that just repeat their pretty words like parrots, to impress you, to fake you, to copy you. And when no one's watching, they lie, they steal, they're selfish, they're greedy, living in their own filth, drinking, fucking, destroying creation. It's all about me, 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 the God of me. It's a performance, it's an act. They try to copy you. They try to look like you. And they fool you into thinking they are divine beings. There are 4 billion of these parasite slaves, parrots, repeating their pretty words from act spurts and ego spurts from their science and their recredilegions and the corrupterments, the governments and their flaws, their laws. All a great performance by parasite, its puppets and its parrot slaves, to fool you into believing this is the way creation is supposed to be, life is supposed to happen, beingness is supposed to experience existence, and this is not so. You've been fooled by a parasite, its puppets and its slaves. Now this now all ends in a great moment. As these 3 cycles ends, these cosmic cycles, your 3 suns, your solar sun, your galactic sun, and the great central sun now align to create the great moment, the great solar flash, which will end all this nonsense, which will end the 9 diseases of darkness, lying, ignorance and stupidity, arrogance, selfishness, greed, hate and jealousy, suffering, fear, which leads to all the manifestations of darkness itself. My eldest son, hate, the essence extended, the personality extended as chaos and destruction, the first son of creation. These are very special times. 4 billion of these parrot slaves now leave this beautiful planet, your mother, my daughter Earth, no longer destroying existence and creation, hiding behind fake, beautiful, shiny smiles, repeating their pretty words, with all their stickers that say they care, when in fact it's all a performance to hide away a parasite, living its own filth, greed, selfishness, all about me, 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 the God of me. Repeating its pretty words from experts and ego spurts, science, governments, laws, religions, presidents, priests, politicians and princes, all the things they stick to look like success, like shit underneath a shoe. The parasite will always stick to everything. It looks like success. And this then fools you into thinking this is the way life is supposed to be. And this is not so. Divine child of light. Immortal angels in human bodies. Guides, star seeds, way showers, teachers. The human consciousness has upgraded into 5D consciousness. Earth, the plant and animal kingdoms all upgraded into 6 dimension, 6D reality. It's now a matter of moments while we await the great solar flash as these 3 cosmic cycles align to end this chaos, to end this tyranny, to end this greed, this suffering, and all the diseases of darkness that's enslaved you. A little useless fucking parasite that picked up a leaf. Look, look, look. I created the tree. And fooled you and imprisoned you. This now all ends. Know you are protected if you are divine. You're a child of light. Know you are protected. Know that your brothers and your sisters from other galaxies are here now as well to assist, love, guide, and protect you. Pleiadians, Andromedans, Arcturians, and Sirians, and many others, 150 billion of your brothers and sisters are here to assist. Know you are safe, and know that we will see you soon. I love you very much. I am Source. I am Light. I am Ra. I am Osiris. I am from the great central race, in the center of this universe, at the great central sun, 12D reality, the kingdom of light. You are now free.